If I buy Jeep parts, I got to put them on. If I buy bike parts, I got to put them on.
Yeah.
If I buy bourbon, I got to drink it.
Welcome to Bourbon Idiots, the podcast that ditches the snobby talk to tell you straight if this stuff is worth your time or money. Bringing you a good conversation and possibly better bourbon. I'm Jeremy, that's Phil. And today we're doing a blind tasting of two different bourbons from very different areas, but in our explorations, we found they taste very, very similar. So we'll get into that. Wow, actually, I think I made it through without...
That's what I was smirking for. I was like, where'd it go?
I think I made it. I didn't flub. So yeah, today we've got Milam and Greene, who it's out of Texas. This is their Unabridged Volume 3. So they do a blend every year. And they're like, I wouldn't call them hoity-toity, but they've won like some awards. I'm going to refer to the sheet here. So this Unabridged Volume 3, it's 118 proof. It's a blend of 6 different bourbons that they do, varying from age from 3.5 years to 10 years. Ends up being 118 proof, just shy of $100. And they're winning award like the 2023 Master Blender of the Year, the 2024 Master Distiller of the Year. Who gave them those? I can't tell you. Like, it just said they won awards, but they didn't say who. So, and they released this in September of last year. I got to go down on a business trip. They're out of Blanco, Texas. It's just outside of Austin. But I'm a little miffed because I went down and I said, I'm here. I'm in your distillery. What can I get here that I can't get anywhere else? Specific, and they're like, oh no, this is coming out this weekend. We're gonna have a big party, but I'm gonna let you buy a bottle now. Fly back up here to Chicago 2 weeks later, and it's on the shelf. So, I mean, the only thing, it does have a sticker on the bottom that's, you know, distillery and tasting room commemorative bottle, like just this, but it's no different than the bottle that I can find on the shelf right now.
Yeah, it says commemorative bottle, but it's more commemorative box.
The box is on the shelf too.
No, but it doesn't have the sticker.
Oh, you know, a sticker. On the back, it does say like 4 casks from a 10-year, 13 casks from a 9-year. So I guess you could kind of do the math and figure out the percentages. 13 casks from a 9-year and 15 casks from a 3.5-year. And that one's actually malted with rye. But we tried this, and then you had the Driftless Glen, I'm pretty sure.
Which one is it?
The 5-year.
Yeah, but Benny's?
Yeah, the Benny's pick. Single
Benny's
barrel. Yeah, not barrel proof, but single barrel.
Right. And then I have one that's from the barbecue joint up in Milwaukee.
But this one, the Driftless Glen.
That tastes different. The label's slightly different.
Oh, the barbecue. Yeah, this one's red. This is a single barrel, but it's not barrel proof. They do a single barrel proof, and that's got yellowish tones to it versus the red. I think there's a blue one they do too. The one from the restaurant I saw on their website is different. But Driftless Glen, out of, I don't know, Baraboo or Baraboo, I don't know how to say it, Wisconsin, probably Baraboo. 96 proof, so not as hot as the Milam Greene. 5-year age statement right on the bottle. You can get it all year long, and $45, so literally half the price. Very similar flavor profile, but half the price into Driftless Glen. Just a straight up 5-year versus a blend of all this fancy schmancy stuff.
Right.
So we figured, let's do them blind. All right, what do you want to start? A? We'll start with A. We both rode today, so it's a nostril full of pollen and air. And
Yeah, I had that problem when I got here.
yeah. It's nice woody.
I had to get my palate wet.
Is that a lemony? Am I crazy?
Yeah, there is a citrus to it.
On the nose, I don't get it on the flavor. Mellow up front. Ooh, goes right to like nutty. And that's what I remember. Okay, I do remember that they're both nutty.
Yeah, we've never had them together.
Right. This one is, I mean, it's good. It's a quiet start. Like, I don't get anything strong up front, like punch you in the face, and then it kind of builds up to that nutty flavor. Jesus, don't burp into the cup, Jeremy.
Then you would go, tastes like chicken.
Mm-hmm. A little dry. It's a quiet start, though. Like a little quiet, woody start. And then to nut, like, not peanutty, but...
There's a slight sweetness to it.
A little bit. Like, not like a weeded bourbon.
No.
You would get. And then a quiet finish. Okay, so that's A. Don't know what it is. I'm going to keep doing the olive thing. That worked for me last time.
I'll just rotate my pouches around. That'll be good.
So you were saying before we started, I've got a coworker. We were talking about bourbon today. Surprise. And he does a blend himself that we might have to try. He's blending just Jack Daniels with Redemption Rye and really liking it. I don't think I've ever had Redemption Rye. So I might have to try that. All right, here's B. weaker nose. Not like nothing. I'm searching.
Yeah, we might be disappointed in this.
It's like A, but like with the volume turned down. It's still tasty.
It's watered down.
Yeah, thank you. There we go. Yeah, it's like a watered down version of A, but the same flavor profile. And because
the nuttiness is there.
Yeah, nuttiness in the middle. And
Not as much lemon, like citrus. You
and
don't
I was
get
going to
that.
say, I get that more with this one, like because of the
I'm
watered
talking
down.
about the nose.
Oh yeah, not on the nose, but on the flavor, I get more citrus. I got on A, I got citrus nose, but not citrus flavor. On this one, I get no citrus nose, but citrus flavor. I say it right?
Yep.
Okay.
And there's a hint after you taste it, but that could be because I'm looking for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And not there. The A had a bit of a dryness to it. This doesn't have it. And if it's a lower proof, that makes sense. If this is the drift, and I suspect this is the Driftless Glen because of the lower proof, 96 versus 118.
So which one do I have? Because the one I have is like 100 and some proof.
Driftless Glen?
Yeah. I got the one I was thinking of was the barrel proof.
Oh, the barrel proof? Barrel proof is like where there's reds here, there are yellows instead. Oh, shit. We'll have to do that one too. But very similar. I'm almost tempted to add water to this one and see what would happen.
There's a slight taste difference. And I'm not talking about the proofing. I'm talking about the flavors you get. I can't think of what they are right this second, but
It doesn't help.
it's not pronounced. Like,
Yeah.
I got a hint of something. Just, it's not cinnamon and nutmeg
No,
or,
yeah.
or pile of mode or some shit that Rebecca gets. I don't get those flavors like that.
Definitely like a watered down version of A. Not double the price. Oh, there's the nut. I got a way more nutty on the end of B.
Yeah, you got to put more in.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. Did you tell
What did
Mommy?
you say was what?
Well, from the proof point, this is B and this is A.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. B is the Driftless Glen, the 96 proof. A is the Milam Greene out of Texas, the higher proof. But oddly similar.
Yeah. For
Uh,
being from two different parts of the country.
two different parts of the country. Well, if you count this one, like three parts. The South versus the North, let's say it that way.
Yeah, but this is blended in the South. And I put the
Right. But just shocking to me, they went through all that fucking effort. A lot of effort. That six different whiskeys and bourbons that you gotta taste 6 different ones. It's like, oh, I want this, and this. And 4 casks of one, 13 of another, 7 of another, 5, 49 barrels. So how many did they taste to say these are the 49 we want?
Right.
To get this Unabridged Volume 3. 49 different barrels.
Hey, that's a job for us.
1 barrel out of Wisconsin. Just crazy. I dare say same flavor profile, but like you said, watered not just because it's a
Slight
lower
difference,
proof.
but yeah.
Yeah. And it probably is exactly because this is let me check my notes. This is cask strength, non-chill filtered. This is not, because they do have a barrel strength of that. But $45, $100. And so much more effort. A crazy amount of effort.
Right.
Versus dumping 1 barrel from Wisconsin. I'd go with the Driftless Glen.
Yeah, for the price point? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is not bad. I think that speaks of the that this is so much like the same without even trying.
Right.
I mean, not that they're not trying. I'm sure Driftless Glen is, doing things and tasting, but it's just crazy to me.
Yeah, they get the same flavors out of 1 barrel.
Mm-hmm. Thousands of miles
compared to a
apart?
mix of the, what'd you say, 49 barrels?
39, 49? Yeah.
39?
That they had to cherry pick and source and...
Yeah, that was for that year's release. What about the following? What about this year? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. They do this volume 3. I guess they do an Unabridged every year.
Like the Infinity Blend, they'll take whatever from last year and add whatever to it. That's disappointing.
It really is, the Infinity Blend.
Yeah.
Because it gets worse every year.
That's what I got out of it, yeah.
Yeah, it gets worse every year. We're talking about Old Elk Infinity Blend.
After I bought the 2, I didn't buy it. It's like, why?
If you see Old Elk I like their, the double wheat. It might be the double wheated. It's kind of sweet because it's double wheated. But Old Elk does good stuff. I mean, it sucks that they're all like $90. But the Infinity Blend, they literally take one from the previous year and then blend that into more and then do it again and again. And like Phil said, they're just getting worse.
Yeah, they didn't get better. The first one I got, I don't remember the year, but it was better than the second year. And I think I tasted the third year, and it was like, I'm not buying it, you know?
Yeah, especially for the price. I think the Infinity Blade's over 100, isn't it?
I'm not allowed to tell. I'm on a budget.
Aren't we all? Thanks, tariffs. Distilled in Texas, Tennessee, and Kentucky, aged, batched, and bottled by Milam, Greene, in Blanco, Texas. There was like there were 2 tables inside. Like a total of 8 seats inside, but like huge outdoor space. So, I mean, I'm not a Texas native. I'm not a Southern native. I would defer to your knowledge on that, but it just seemed like it was more geared toward outdoor events. Oh, let's see here. Let's do it in the radio voice. Each cask shares its own story. The young whiskeys are The young whiskeys are bright and vibrant, and the old carry years of wisdom. Together, they weave a complex narrative that tastes like a first-class adventure. Like, that's a lot of...
Somebody was reaching. They were digging deep to get...
Like, you don't have to do all this.
Right.
It's not a bad bourbon. It's not a bad blend, but, like, to put all this fluff and fancy font and...
That's why it's $40 more, $50 more.
Yeah. You're paying for the box. You're paying for some marketing team to do this. The fancy gold.
Your yield's less.
Yeah, because your cask strength.
Higher strength.
Yeah. I'd do the Driftless Glen all day, every day. We've got to go up there. I think that's maybe an hour from us. Yeah.
We've talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good bike ride.
Oh, yeah. It's riding weather. It's riding season.
So I'm supposed to head out east. Used to saying out west. I'm heading out east.
When you were in the east and you would head west.
I'm contemplating taking a bike instead of the Jeep. It's only 600 miles. Well,
That's
in
not
a
bad.
straight line.
Just the weather. Just depending on the weather.
What weather? It's not snow.
It's April.
Let it rain.
Spring. Okay. No, it's May. Oh, my God. It's May.
Well, yeah, it'll snow here, but not there.
Gotcha. Yeah. So we wanted to compare these two completely different geographies, completely different stories of a 6 blend versus a single barrel. Surprisingly similar tastes. Surprisingly similar. I think the only reason we picked it out is because of the proof point. I mean, that was pretty easy between 118 and 96.
Right. We need to do the cask strength.
Yeah, the Driftless Glen class.
That's
Driftless Glen class strength. I still can't do it. Never mind. I give up. Between the two, I mean, that's tough. I mean, like I said, I was talking to coworkers today, and like they're out. Like they want $20 bottles. Because I was asking, like, oh,
Mad Dog?
well, no, like taking JD and blending it with like doing their own mad scientist shit. Like because I said, oh, you're looking for a daily drinker in like $60 to $80 range.
Right.
You're like, oh no, I'm talking like $20, like taking triple mash and mashing it with something else and trying to do some shit. So even this is higher. I mean, if you're in the $45 range, this is in the $90. I don't know. I like talking to people to hear about that. Like, what are you looking at on the shelf? Like, what are the price points that you're considering out of bounds? Like Booker's, we had that recent episode. It's $100 all day, every day, maybe 90. They're just completely ignoring it. So is that driving? Are people just not willing to pay anymore? Or are they deterred by the hunt?
Yeah, because like we like to hunt. It's frustrating at times because you're looking for something, you can't find it,
Mm-hmm.
You'll never find it. You know, there's things that like there's one called Blood Oath. I've never seen a bottle on the shelf
I've seen it at downtown.
to buy.
Not to buy, yeah, to taste, yeah.
Then I know a guy. That's all he collects it. He don't drink it. He's got every one that was released or something like that. He said, I've not seen it, but I take his word for it. He's a business owner. You know what I mean?
I got you, yeah.
So he's making money, so he can afford it, I guess.
That's a different type.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
haven't
enjoy drinking it.
Well, I haven't told you this yet. So my oldest son, Connor, who is in the hospitality industry, he works at a hotel. A guy came in and they started talking about our podcast and bourbon. And this guy shows my son his collection, like bottles and decanters from like the 30s. Like the original Old Forester stuff, like stuff I've never even seen before. He's just collecting it. It's that is odd to me. Like we've talked in the last episode. I've got over 25 open bottles right now. Like I want to experience it. I want to taste it. To me, it's not an investment, much to my wife's dismay.
It's an investment in happiness.
Yeah, I could be spending money elsewhere. I mean, everybody's got to have a hobby, you know. And where if you're on the golf course and spending $100 a week, whatever, in greens fees or whatever, or dumping money into a car or a card collection or what have you, we're enjoying ourselves and we're not getting in trouble. But
if I buy Jeep parts, I got to put them on. If I buy bike parts, I got to put them on.
Yeah.
If I buy bourbon, I got to drink it.
There you go. Amen.
And with bourbon, I can spend $100. Cheap parts, I can't get too many things for $100.
No.
Bike parts, I'm not getting too many things for $100.
Nah.
Yeah, bourbon.
Yeah. And we enjoy it. Maybe that's just the way I'm wired. Like I was in my 20s and the 90s and the whole Beanie Baby bullshit. And people were like, I'm going to retire. I'm like, you can only get out of it with someone who's willing to pay for it.
Right.
So, I mean,
those people invested a lot of money in beanies. There's a few that made decent money, and others just
very few though.
Yeah, others just had a shit ton of beanies, babies.
Yeah, to say like, I bought this Pappy 23, and then when I go to retire, I'm going to sell it and make a mint. It's just like stocks. It's a gamble. Like you don't know what the market's going to be, and it's only worth what someone is willing to pay for it. And I'll hand it to those guys, like that guy that my son met. And he has the collection. He's held on to it. That stuff has retained value. But it's been decades, like from the 100 years.
Right.
How much of a percentage did you increase? And how much did you, I'm sure he's not 100 years old. Like what point did he buy it and how much? But we enjoy it. We drink it, experience it, share it with you guys, share it with our coworkers, people we meet in lines. That's really, to me, like the value of it. If you just, I mean, in the comments, please, like that's part of it too. Like sharing on the internet and what you guys think of what we're tasting or other things you'd like us to taste, like other parts of the country that maybe we haven't been to. That's to us the value of it.
Right.
So yeah, between the two, blind tasting, it was kind of easy. I don't want to say.
Yeah, because of the proof point.
Yeah, but just nuts that they're thousands, Wisconsin to Texas. Is that over 1,000 miles? Hundreds.
Right.
Hundreds of miles apart.
About 1,000, just say.
Yeah. To have two distilleries that probably don't know anything about each other and all the effort into one in a higher price point versus just goodness out of a barrel. Don't underestimate like a small guy versus a big guy and like what you can get based on where it is on the shelves.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, $40 bottle of bourbon will surprise you.
Oh, yeah. Especially the ones that haven't won awards. Because usually when they win awards, and like McKenna 10-year, I talk to people all the time, that used to be $18 a bottle. And then it won all those San Francisco awards, and now it was at, I think, 75 at one. It's coming down again. Right. But people out of principle won't even pay like the 45.50 because they used to get it for 18. And it's tasty. But we just thought this was really interesting, given Texas versus Wisconsin.
So two different master distillers. The title of the person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, this one really had a master distiller and a master blender. Well, shit. They probably had 6 master distillers.
Yeah, one
and a
for
master
each,
blender. Yeah. And then I think Milam Greene themselves even has a master distiller. Even though this was distilled at 6 other distilleries. 8 versus 1 versus in people.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I didn't even think about that. You're paying all those people.
Yeah. You know what I'm
You
saying?
wouldn't have to pay me much.
Room and board. Man. Feed me every now and again.
I set up a cot on the barrels. Please comment, like, subscribe, ring the bell. All helps us out. We're hearing a lot of feedback from people. We're going to do all the formats. Some people like the really short episodes, the video, the shorts that we're doing. Other people like just put it on the audio versions. So we're not going to get everybody happy. We're just going to put it out there. If you like us, thank you. If not, sorry. Just is just how we are. Just two guys drinking bourbon. Tip your bartenders. Thank you, everybody.
Yep. Thank you.
Inaccurate? I mean, well, there goes Luna. What the hell?